Welcome back to my new series of videos. At the end of this video, you should know how to produce a floor plan. Uh, there are several factors to be considered when designing a floor plan. Uh, First factor you want to think about is your cost, as cost plays a very important role. The next factor is the size of your family. The size of your family will determine how many bedrooms you want for this house. Also, your lifestyle. Your lifestyle will determine if you want a gym, a library, an office, probably an entertainment center or a room for that. If you're a car person, you might want a larger garage than normal. So these are factors that must be considered when designing a floor plan. Your taste, of course. Some persons like more space, larger space. Some persons are okay with modest space. So money, location. Location is also a factor, and also design, the land space, the topography, or the level of flatness of the land. These are factors that must be considered as well. You'll also have to determine if you want an open concept or a closed concept. An open concept floor plan is one that has less walls. It's a case where it's a design wherein you merge your living room, your dining, and your kitchen in one. So that's more of an open concept. You'll also need to determine how many bedrooms, yes, the type of person you are, or the type of family. Some persons would want to have shared bathrooms, while some persons would prefer to have their own private bathrooms. Of course, this comes with the cost as well. All right, so here I have a checklist for a floor plan, and this focuses mainly on the school-based assessment for CSEC, which is also applicable for CAPE. So the first thing that you must do when designing your floor plan is that you must sketch. You must apply the first stage in the design process. So your teacher would have given you some problem statement and some condition. In most cases, you might be asked to design a 2 or a 3 bedroom, or you might be asked to modify an existing building. So the first thing to do here would be so the teacher is to create a rough draft. And there should be a sketch that you generated using your pencil. So it's pretty much a rough layout. So let me give you an idea of basically what you should be doing. So you would, for this, for example, well, you'll need to determine exactly how many rooms you want. You want 2 bedrooms, you want 3 bedrooms, you want 1 or 2 bathrooms, you want a garage, you want living, dining, you want open concept, or you want closed concept per se. Do you want a gym? Do you want a patio, garage? What size garage do you want? Do you want a garage for 2 cars? These are all factors that must be considered before you start your sketch. And you'll also need to consider the room design layout, or the floor, the guideline. There are some guidelines which governs how you lay out your floor plan per se. So, for example, it is recommended that bedrooms are located or winged. In other words, they are placed close to each other, probably on one side. Kitchen and dining should be either one open area or should be close to each other. Yes, it is recommended that your entertainment center or your living room is not located too close to your bedroom, as that's where as your living area is the most noisy section of the house, and you would not want to be disturbed by the sound system, by the television, or anything while they're trying to sleep. So these are all factors that must be considered. Traffic pattern. Traffic pattern, this is basically how you navigate your way around the house. You should be able to access every section of the house. So these are factors that must be considered. Um, One person might not want their living room to be used as a passage area or as a main area, but it's for open concept, that is normally the case. Uh, in some cases, you might have a passage which runs straight through the house. Your bedroom might be on one side, garage, your kitchen, dining, and living. Patio might be at the back, your veranda at the front. So these are factors that has to be considered. Let us go through this checklist. So the first one is that you should use your pencil to create a draft. And this draft should be based on on ratio and proportion. What do I mean by ratio and proportion? Say, for example, you're drawing a bedroom that is 3,000 by bedroom which is 3,000 by 4,000. It means therefore that the length one side should be, if one side one side should be pretty much quarter or what a quarter more in length per se, or probably I should use 3,000 by 4,000. The side that is 3,000 should not look longer than the side that is 4,000, or it should not look the same length per se. So this side, if the side is 3, this side should look like 4 per se, or this side should be 1/3 more than that side. That's pretty much. Or in other words, if one side is, if your passage, say for example, or well, say for example, the room is a section is 1,500 by 3,000. 1,500 by 3,000. It means therefore the side that is 1,500 should look half the length of the side that is 3,000. That's basically what ratio and proportion is. The sketch should reflect the size per se. Oh, yeah. I hope I'm making some sense. Let's get into this. So the first factor to be considered is that the teacher has viewed your rough design and has approved for drafting in AutoCAD. So the first step, the very first stage that you need to do, you need to get your book or your sketch pad, and you need to sketch out exactly what you want. All right. I'm going to use this software to sketch. So in your case, you use a pencil. What I like to do sometimes is to establish my passage first. Yeah, I like to sketch my passage area first and then fill this up. All right, so this could be one design. And from here, you could have like a bedroom here, a bedroom here, a bedroom here, a bathroom here, You could have another bedroom here. That is 2 bedroom. You could have a closet here, a closet on this side, closet here. This closet probably would open here, open on this side. And another bedroom here. And this would be this closet. This closet would be for this side. This closet would open on this side. So we have 1 bedroom, 2 bedroom, 3 bedroom. All right. We could also have, so now we have 1 bathroom. We could have 1, 2, 3 bedrooms. We could have this bedroom having its own bathroom here and a closet. So here could have been a bathroom. This could have been a closet. Yeah. And we could add some label to this. Closet, CLO. This could be another closet as well. CLO. This would be a or bedroom, BED. BEDRM. 1 bedroom. BEDRM. 2nd bedroom. Come up here. BEDRM. 3rd bedroom. So here we have 1 bedroom. We have a bathroom here. BATH. 1 bathroom here. This could also be a bathroom. BATHRM. Bathroom. So here we have a bedroom here, a bathroom, and here is your passage. So we would walk here into this bathroom, into the bedroom. So this would be a shared bathroom and a closet here. For this section, we would have a bedroom here with its own bathroom. And this little section here, which is not so clear, would be a little closet. So here could be your passage. So we come down here, come around here. From here, we could have probably or dining and kitchen, or dining and kitchen here could be here. So let me use rectangle to generate this really quick. From here, we could have our dining and our kitchen here, dining and kitchen here. Yeah, we could have our garage, a garage here, a garage here. And for this, we could have our living space. On the side, we could have a laundry area. Have a laundry area and probably storage. So this is basically how you probably could you will sketch your floor plan. And it's good. It is really good to go on Google, type in floor plan, and look at different layouts for floor plan. It's extremely important, very important. Go on YouTube, go on Google, type in floor plan, look at different concepts, different layout for a floor plan before you actually start designing your floor plan. You might want to, you might like the layout or the setup for the bedroom. You might like the location for the living room for another part of a floor plan. So what you could do is bring these ideas, or you want to ensure that you have some schemata or some knowledge, or something in your brain, some ideas in your brain of exactly what is it that you want, how you want your floor plan to look. So my advice to you, what I realized is that designing floor plan seems to be the most difficult part of teaching building drawing. not even so much section, but floor plan. The whole idea of generating your own floor plan using the appropriate ratio and proportion. That's critical. It's critical. What I find is that some persons, while designing their floor plan, they tend to use, for example, their bathroom. A typical bedroom is probably 3,000, 12 by 12 or 12 by 13. A standard bathroom is or a standard bathroom is 1,500 millimeters by 12 by 13 is how much. How much is that? So 12 by 13 bedroom would work out to be 3,600 by 3,900, or you might want to run it off of 4,000. It's important to know that there is a minimum standard which you should, minimum size for a bedroom which you pretty much should adhere to. Let's go through this checklist. So it's important. Sketching. You know, I know it can be a little challenging for students, but I would recommend that you go through the process. And I've discovered, I think sketching the floor plan and the floor plan layout has been the most difficult part of teaching building drawing. So I've discovered recently that I could use AutoCAD. I could use rectangle command, and it is somewhat similar to space layout, which is a feature in AutoCAD architecture to generate your floor plan layouts. That way you have a bit more control. But even before that, you still need to have a rough sketch of what you want. And the sketch initially doesn't really have to be, well, sketch should not be accurate per se, it should be rough. All right. So what I recommend that you do if you're having great difficulty is to just use some box. Say this box is my bedroom. This box is my bathroom. This box is my another bedroom. This box represents my walk-in closet. This box represents another closet. This represents my space for the passage. This represents for example, my garage. This represents my living room. My living room. This box represents my kitchen and dining. Yeah. So use box to draw this first, if you're having great difficulty doing that. But while using these box, it is important that you try to create these box using a suitable ratio. All right. What you could do, what I would strongly recommend that you do, is to establish a line. Draw a line. Yeah, I would say draw a line. So you draw a line that you use as guide. Yeah. So I would say draw a line, and you could divide this line up into a number of equal parts. I would say probably like 4,000. So create some pieces like 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, and 4,000. And this would be, and do the same for the section as well. So now you could use this as a guide to help you to draw your the different rooms. Say for example, next thing, you need to determine what size bedroom you want. So the first thing is to determine how many bedrooms you want. And in most cases, that's would have been given by your teacher under the problem or as a condition, right? Under the condition, as a condition, yes. So one, they might say 2 or 3 bedrooms. Determine exactly how many bedrooms you want. Determine how many bathrooms you want as well. If you want 2 or 3 bathrooms, if you want 2 full bathroom and a sponge room or a half bathroom, if you want a garage, what size garage you want. Do you want a garage for 1 or 2 cars? Kitchen, dining, living room. Do you want an open concept form of a kitchen, living and dining? Do you want a closed concept? What size living room do you want? What size kitchen do you want? What size bathroom do you want? Yeah. What size dining room do you want? Some things are standard. You know that your bedroom should not be less than 10 by 10 by 10 or 3,000 by 3,000. We know that a standard bathroom is 1,500 by 2,400. That is the minimum dimension for a typical bathroom. Why 1,500? We say 1,500 because the bathtub, the bathtub is typically the bathtub. The bathtub is typically the bathtub is 5 feet long. The bathtub is 5 feet long. And typically the bathroom should not be closer than 1,500. So your bathtub should be able to fit perfectly into that space. So that is the reason for 1,500 being the minimum. Also, there should be a minimum space between your bathtub, your toilet, and your face basin. So 2,400 is the minimum based on the standard size of the fixtures. Yeah. Of course, I might choose to make your bathroom much larger than that. It's up to you. But you need to ensure that you follow the guideline for the size and use those. Yeah. So say, for example, let's go back to this. Over here, I have this, right? I have this. And this should be used as a guideline. So here is 1,000, 2,000, 3,000, 4,000. So you're basically using this as a guideline to draw the size, to determine the size of each section. If you so choose to use the rectangle. Yeah. Of course, you could sketch it first and then assign your measurements. Well, assign your measurements. So pretty much lay it out. All right. In my next video, I'll be showing you how to lay out, or if time permits, I might use this video to show you quickly how I do that. All right. So say for example, I want a bedroom, I want a bathroom, which should be, let me delete this first. So for example, I'm using this as a guide. Here is 1,000. 1,500 would be someplace in the middle here. From here to here with 1,500. 2,400 would be someplace here. Would be like someplace here. So let's make a little note. So from here to here would be 2,400. 1,500 would be there. When I'm sketching my bathroom, I'm not measuring. I'm just basically using that as a guide to generate my floor plan. So first, let's say my bedroom is 3,000 by 3,000. Let's start there. So I'll click here. Then I would use that as a guide. So that is that. So this is 3,000, roughly that. Now my bathroom is 1,500 by 2,400. It means that it should fall someplace here and someplace here. So I click here and then I use that as a guide to determine, yeah, where that falls. All right. Next, I want my next bedroom to be 4,000 by 3,900. So I know that this length is 4,000 by 4,000. So I click here, then I use that as a guide to determine how far I go with the next wall using all sketch. Yeah. Now passage. We know that our passage should not be less than 1,200. So based on this, 1,200 should fall somewhere in this region, someplace here. So I start here, and let's say this is, use that as a reference. Let's say this is 1,200. Yeah, that's my passage. And of course, I want my entry to be a little bit more. So I would probably delete this section. I would use here as my entry, and this is like my passage. All right. I want my garage. See, for example, I want a 2-car garage, but space might not permit. We know that the dimension for the garage is, it should be 3,500 millimeters wide by 6,000 long. So 6,000 millimeters should be suitable for typical car per se. So I would start here. 3,500 should be someplace there. And I go up. 6,000 should be like someplace like here. That is, if that is 4,000, then 6,000 should be like 1.5 times the length of that line, which should be someplace here. So this should be my space layout for my garage. You know, and we could simply go on and continue with that. My kitchen should be, I want my kitchen to be like probably 3,000 by 3,000, which is a minimum. So I could make it 3,005 by 3,000 to fit into that. And I would use that. You know, so that is basically how you can use AutoCAD, or use a line per se, use a line. So you typically draw a line and you use that line as a guide to when you're doing your sketch. So your teacher should or will require that you produce a sketch. Very, very important. You must produce a sketch. And it's important to know that that is one of the things that your teacher and the mark scheme, as well as your moderator, will be looking for when he visits your school to mark your SPA, because there's a section which requires that the application of a design process. This is basically where that comes in. So the first sketch will not be perfect. So you will take the sketch to your teacher. The teacher will look at what you have produced and will make recommendation. The teacher should or will mark your sketch, make corrections. You will then save that sketch. Don't lose it, because the design process requires that you design, you evaluate the design, then you redesign. So your first rough sketch might be some circles, just a rough idea. Some persons might use like bubbles or some circles just to determine a rough sketch as to where you want. So the first sketch should be very, very rough. Some circles or some squares just to set it out. The second sketch should be more refined. It should be where you add your actual measurements. Yeah. And probably the third sketch, if you want to go so far, is when you start to add your doors and your windows. Yeah. So now you have done this. This is my sketch. It's now time for you to determine exactly where you want to put your doors and your windows. So doors, windows, and your dimension. And please, for God's sake, for building drawing, we should use forward text. And there are some guidelines which governs how you dimension. For one, the extension line should not touch the drawing. Should not touch the drawing. Yeah. And at the stage, you do not show any walls, no wall thickness. It should be pure lines. In most cases, if you are going to use a pencil, it should be just freehand sketch, pencil guided. Pencil, that's just manual effort, no ruler for the first couple of drafts, right? No ruler. All right, the straight manual effort. Just draw something, draw some lines. And it's okay for it to look jagged. It's okay for the lines to look crooked. It's a sketch. That's how sketches are supposed to look. All right. Now, let me show you how the correct way to dimension your drawing. All right. Let me use a different color here. So the first step is you should draw a line from every corner. One line from here, one line from here. And of great importance, these lines should not touch the drawing. All right. From here, go to that. Next step is to draw one line down like this. One straight line down. Then followed by your forward tick. So we draw lines here, downward through all of that point. And we do the same thing up here. One vertical line. Second. Third. Fourth. And of course, we draw a line through these as well. This runs into that, but it's okay. I guess you get the drift. And you must ensure that you assigned your intended size in it. All right. Remember now, for the very, very first draft, you might not, well, you will not be required to, sorry, to add any dimension. You just basically want to show your teacher exactly where you intend to put how many bedrooms you intend to use, the different rooms, and exactly where you intend to put them. Once you have done that, your teacher will or should ask you to assign dimensions. All right. Next, you then go ahead and assign your dimensions. All right. Yeah. That's basically it. So that's pretty much how you would do your foundation, your floor plan. Let me delete this. There are some factors, as I mentioned before, that must be considered when drawing a floor plan. Very important. And these are things that we will be looking out for, or your teacher should be looking out for. Factors to be considered. So you would have covered the very first stage, which is to create your rough design and have it approved. So your teacher will look at your bubble diagram or your square diagram, look at your layout, probably make some recommendations, then say, okay, add some dimension to it. Once you add those dimensions, he should use something like, let's say, a checklist to ensure that everything is everything. So this is basically what your teacher, something similar to what your teacher should use. By the way, if you're using my new book, all of these are there. My new workbook for CSEC SBA, technical drawing for SBA guide and workbook for CSEC. It contains past papers, all the requirements in a guideline as to what to do, CSEC requirements, what's the SBA, what the SBA is all about, etc., etc. Very, very good book. Now, your teacher should use or will use something similar to this. So he would have viewed your floor plan and determined, well, for approval. Next, you're gonna move on to the drawing of your floor plan. So it's important to note that your walls are drawn using double lines. Yeah. For on the side, the dimension for your walls should be 150 millimeters for load-bearing walls and 100 millimeters for non-load-bearing walls. What are load-bearing walls? Load-bearing walls are the walls that goes all the way down into the ground. It has a footing. Yeah, those are your load-bearing walls. Your non-load-bearing walls are like your little partitions, like the partitions for the cupboard, for your closets, partitions for some walls, and some other section. These walls really do not support the house per se. Yeah, they're just there to separate different sections. And in some cases, these are walls that are added to the house after it has been modified. Yeah. So the next step is your floor layout should be consistent with your floor layout guideline as outlined. And again, please note that you should use single lines to lay out for your sketch. Not time for wall yet. Now is the time when you start to draw using double lines. That is if you're using standard AutoCAD. If you're using AutoCAD architecture, the software would basically generate those walls for you. You would basically set up your wall, your line width, your line thickness, your wall width, the height of the walls, and you just click onto the corners of your layout, and it will generate it for you, basically. Your bedroom should be winged or located together. This is something that we'll be looking out for. Wing, what do we mean by wing? It means that you have one bedroom here, you have one on the side, one there. So they are pretty much located together. So you have bedroom on the side, we have kitchen, dining, garage on the other side, right? So that's basically what they mean by wing. Bedroom and bathroom, are close to each other. So again, these are things that your teacher will be looking out for to ensure that your bathroom, yeah, here is your bathroom. So here we have a bedroom, we have a bathroom here, a bedroom, bathroom. So your bedroom, your bathroom should be located relatively close to your bedroom. Very important. Kitchen is located close to dining room. Again, this is something that we look out for. All right, that your kitchen and your dining room are closely related, and of course, you will understand why. Yeah, the reason for that is that we consume, we cook in our kitchen, and we consume the food in the dining room. So you don't want to be walking across the house from your kitchen with the hot food to your dining room. In most cases, the dining room and the kitchen is just one open area. Normally, we have like a little aisle that separates them. But in most cases, they're basically one open area. Your let's see, where are we? Living entertainment room is isolated or away from the bedroom. Again, why do you think your living room or your entertainment room should be isolated from your bedroom? For the simple reasons that for quiet sleep, quiet rest. Yeah, we don't want it to be a case where when you're trying to get some sleep, the television is waking you up, or persons' conversations are causing any disruption. So it's best to locate your your living room away from the bedroom if possible. Uh, in most cases, you would try to put like a cupboards, like a closets between your bedroom and your living room. Say, for example, in this case, see, I wish to put a living room here. I would probably drop a closet here. Drop a closet here. Yeah, closet here. Yeah, then my living room here. So here would act as an installation. So living room, bedroom, closet. And I will let this closet open here. So this closet would be for this bedroom. Here could be storage or some other space that you can utilize. All right. Traffic pattern. Traffic pattern is a free movement throughout the house with minimum or minimal obstruction. It's very, very important that when you're designing your SBA or your floor layouts, there is access to every part of the house. So in that case, this is my passage. So I would enter here. I would then make my way there. So here, I would come here into the section. I can go to the bathroom here, access this bedroom there, access there, go there. Traffic pattern. And some persons might not want their living room to be used as a passage, or it might be designed in such a way that it doesn't interfere with what is going on. Yeah, or the furniture are located in such a way so as not to affect persons. Next one is single entry to bathroom. This is also important. So here, you want to ensure that your bathroom has one entry. And of course, that is self-explanatory why you would want your bathroom to have one entry. You would want it to be a case where you are using the bathroom and someone pops in on the other side through the other door, and encroach upon your privacy. So that is the main reason for having a single entry for bathrooms. Or passages. Passage should not be less than 1,200 millimeters or 4 feet. Yeah, that's standard. Your main entry might be a little bit wider, can be up to 5 feet thereabouts. Your main entry or your foyer in some cases, if you want to call it that. Now, this is the important part, which you must be mindful of. The room size, right? Your bedroom should not be less than 3,000 by 3,000 millimeters or 10 feet by 10 feet. It's not comfortable to make it less than that. All right. Kitchen should not be less than 3,000 by 3,000. Yeah, dining room should not be less than 3,000 by 3,000. If you have an open concept where there is no wall between your kitchen and your dining, you might be able to flex the space a little bit. All right. Your living room space should not be less than 4,000 by 5,500. Again, if you have an open concept where you have kitchen, dining, and living in one, you can flex that. You know, so, but if you have a closed concept, these are the minimum. These are the very, very minimum. Your bathroom, which I've discussed before, your bathroom should not be less than 1,500 millimeters by 2,400 millimeters. For a half bathroom or your sponge room or a half bathroom is basically a bathroom which only contains a face basin and a toilet per se. That is normally used by your guests. You don't shower in that. You have guests visiting your house and they want to ease themselves, they would use that restroom or that bathroom, right? Garage. Your garage should not be less than 3,500 millimeters wide by 6,000 deep for a single car. If you want two car, the width alone should double the width. So you will increase the width, right? So for one car, you'd make it this. For two cars, you'd make it this. 2 times that amount for 2 cars. For 3 cars, of course, you would add an additional 3,500, right? Closets. Your closet, your regular closet. Now, walk-in closet, that size varies. Walk-in closet varies. Walk-in closet is one that it's like a room by itself. You can walk into it. You have shelves on both sides, you know, while sh- the regular closet should not be closer than 750 millimeters by 12 feet. Reason for that is that from your shoulder, from here to here, you will need about 2.5 feet of space for the typical apparel or typical clothes. You would place your hanger would be placed. So say this is your hanger. You want to ensure that this is the curved part, that the width from shoulder to shoulder is able to fit into that closet. So it is important that the space not be closer than 750 millimeters or 2.5 feet. Very important. Next thing, which is very, very, very important, your floor plan must be fully dimensioned and labeled. Must be fully dimensioned, must be fully labeled. Dimensions are these. Every part of your floor plan must be labeled, every single part. And of course, you're going to use the right type of labeling for it, right? The right for building drawing, we use architectural ticks. For engineering drawing, we use shaded arrows. And for plane and solid geometry as well. So for plane and solid geometry, we use shaded arrows. For building drawing, we only use for architectural ticks or forward slashes, right? Next, you must fully dimension your drawing. And I think I should add as well that you must show all doors, all windows. So all doors, all windows must be shown on the floor plan, as well as the kitchen layout. Those are very important as well. Kitchen layout plan, very important. Sorry, guys. So I think that's basically what I'll cover in this video. Please watch the other video that comes in the series. For that video, I'll be showing you, I'll be generating some floor plan outline for you. All right, very important. Of course, if you like this video, if you think I'm making an important contribution, please like, subscribe, share. Don't keep it to yourself. Okay?